Okay, alright, new game. New game. Ding ding. Beep. 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 There's a bomb! There's a freaking bomb! Boom! 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 Yo, what is this anime scene we get here? Hello? There's an anime scene? Noise.
These are dark times.
Voice
The law
acting?
has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move.
Whoa. This voice.
Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
Who the?
Done. Ready to go? You bet. Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it.
Anime!
Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Ooh!
Are you alright, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason.
Is
I
that
returned.
Phoenix?
Time to bring it to an end.
Oh! He's back! Who's he? Apollo? Yo, Apollo! Turnabout Countdown, Episode 1. The beast. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. December 17, 9:22 a.m. District Courtroom, Defendant Lobby. Alright, let me save. Extras and DLCs. No. Okay. Athena. Nope, not feeling nervous at all. Wait, what is the... It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. Oh, but how do I access to that? Or give me a sec. Give me a sec with the controls. Let's see here. Okay. It's amazing what a girl can you get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Apollo, looking very clean. Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like hum a little tune great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oof, I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo? Tina? Is that Junie? Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! Woods. What the hell? Hey, are you okay? There's some voices this time. That's very nice. Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keep repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber, but that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Tina. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right, Junie? You're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. You'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit them. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial. We just can't lose. Oh! He's down! He's out! Apollo! Apollo! Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial is about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for their case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff. Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Dina? You're not seriously? You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Dina, stop for a second and think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? I know, hey, problema. I can handle it, I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Dina, and that's enough for me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you just have to leave it to me. Alright, I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate that I can't be there, but I know you'll give it your utmost to defend Juniper. Even I will, rest assured of that. My name is Athena Sykes. Athena Sykes? Sykes? I'm just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. I gotta say, this game, so far, I am loving it, man. It is a lot better than Apollo Justice, for sure. Oh, wow. Court is now in session. Day 1. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Holy shit. Oh, so it's her, huh? Paid? The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. Aha. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape? What? The nerve of that guy. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ugh, this arrogant jerk. You arrogant jerk. No, Widget. Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurs out what I'm thinking. Well then. If that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated. A contradiction? You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was. What was it? Elegance at work? Actually, it was... it was arrogant jerk. At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the rookie humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4. Ah, yes. I was presiding over that trial as well. Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. Damn. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosions occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. But there was in fact one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candy's arm was discovered. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the court should see to getting you even shorter ropes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report. Details about the bomb. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. Stuffed animal bomb. Guilty. The time bomb destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just touch the court record button R. Alright, 23. Okay, so it's been like 2 years, looks like. Gasp and pain, so it's one of the pains. I'd better take a peek later. Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling alright? You're looking a bit pale. I'm so sorry, I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. June is really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in this courthouse on the day in question? Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Tina. And so I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. She is really scared. Did you know I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. Does he arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant... Prosecutor Payne? What is it? Do you want to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead? Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Josephine is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. Junie, he said that he was glad to get the Lotus Root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says Lotus Root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. If that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. A sweet, meek girl like this blowing a courtroom to bits? I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
Objection, huh? Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance to fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question, coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, I have a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Why, yes I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land. I concede the accused isn't the only one who might bear some resentment against the courts, but Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor. And what exactly was so unique about it? Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Huh? Me? Honest that you appear to be very nervous and, well, gentleman that I am. I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an initial question. Could he be any more condescending? Really? What a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser. Haru, what did you just say? Nothing, not a single thing. Now let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record. Alright, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was... inside a stuffed animal? Mr. Payne, what kind of implant do you take me for? The stuff inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this. Yes, as I recall, the bomb was stuffed inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant? The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here. And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little cinch. To tell, Your Honor, the tale of a poor victim of the explosion. This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's trail? Tell? Your Honor is so very close, but no, it belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Panty, a rather unpleasant name if you ask me. He's the mascot for campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not? Exactly, his motto is phony evidence is just trunked up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The Phony Panty's tail is made of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The Phony Panty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Juni's fingerprints be on it? That does appear to be a pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. A piece of the stuffed animal that the bomb was inserted into the defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Ms. Woods, do you have an explanation for this? Okay, so I can't... I don't understand. How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something for Juni's sake. If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer. No, I have to say something. Fast! Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Oh, what was that? thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. Oh, anime scene again! Blood. What the shit? Oh, she was in court as a kid. Guilty.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Objection!
Why, it's you.
Phoenix Wright! Let's go! Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Oh, the music! Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time of my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around. You got it, boss. Ho ho ho, look who's showed up out of the blue. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright. You always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints find up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Let's continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne? None at all, Your Honor. Oh. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. She is really struggling, Mr. Wright. Get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandable, very traumatic for her. Poor thing, and here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition? Very well, I grant special permission. You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. What? Long-standing rival? Were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other. Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Witness? Name? Detonate? Okay, man. Detonate, man. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist. Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. It sounds exactly like a robot. Can you speak in a normal manner? I can. He can? But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure speaking. Typing is better than typing, understand? What an odd witness. Mr. Tunate was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off. Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked? I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well, the court will hear Mr. Tunate's testimony. At the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, Fitness. Alright. When the bomb went off, the bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by the timer or without remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Interesting. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on. Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. Red monkey, yellow monkey, and blue monkey. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Hello? Mr. Tunate? What is that? HH3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great, googly moogly, yeah! Mr. Tunate, I demand that you disarm it this instant. This assembly complete. 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. You trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. You mentioned 10 H times 10 W times 10 D. Wait, okay. Weight 12 pounds, a perfect replication. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It's a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it. Goodness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. If the defense would begin the cross-examination. Okay, it's 0058. There's a crack there at the 5, right? 56 AM, 8:56, 12. Okay, 16th of January. I mean December. There's no Phoenix, right? Where has Mr. Sykes gone? Miss Sykes gone too? Athena, you can come out now. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's go. Let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, Richard. That's transparent as ever. Now, let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination? Oh, cross-examination. Of course. She seems disorientated. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. Nah, she'll be fine. Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine. I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find anything in contradictions, and you flop up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press X to consult with me when the consult panel appears. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good? I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Cross examination time, huh? What was originally disarmed by? Why is there a mic there? Oh, this is how you get faster. Wait, how do you see? If it was inside, right?
Objection!
So you say you saw the bombs countdown? Is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. How? And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. That's right, man. Mr. Tonight, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off? Then you couldn't even see the timer. But that is... What? No! That does seem like a clear inconsistency, indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us leaking it out. Pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now, the question is, what can we dig out of the Mr. Tonight? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. The sound, I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say. Suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? You see, for the sound of bombs, timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. But now, are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. You keep asserting that sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tornade did not hear the sound? Well, no, but... it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonight happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were...
Hello, motherfucker.
Yo, hello, Spirit! Hello! Yo, Spirit, this game is amazing! The anime scenes, some voice acting? I like it, man. I like it. I dig it. And I'm transporting the bomb. Amazing already? No, man. I was quite surprised with the anime scenes and some of the voice actings too. Hello? This ain't no budget game for sure. This is a big budget game. We brought the bomb out to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. I'm going to play as Phoenix again, and the music, some musics, you know, OG musics. kinda. The remote switch? Yes. The switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. Uh-huh. A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. I am partially to blame. I think I can... Yeah, this game kind of ignores that A24 happened other than Apollo and Juicy are here now. Yeah, because... Apollo Justice, 23. He was 21, right? In AA4? Right? I'm pretty sure he was 21 if I remember correctly. And we got a new lady too. Athena Sykes. 22, I guess. I think it's been 2 years. Oh, so 1 year? I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case. And they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. Oh, this is important. Do you have the DLC case? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. How do I check? How do I check if I have a DLC or not? I have no freaking clue. There's an extra DLCs, but view. Oh, it's I have to buy it, right? I mean, I might have to down. Oh, nope. There's a DLC case. What the heck? How do I know if I have a DLC or not? Very good question. Very good question. And then we rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. Let me open my game so I can see where it is. DLC case. Oh well. Oh well. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. Yeah, if you had it, you would have a fourth option on the title screen called special episode. Okay, so I don't have it. So I might have to guess I have to download at some point. What? Special episode? Special episode? Okay. Like, is it like, do I play the DLC after finishing the game, or right? Or do I play it before finishing the case, or somehow?
Objection!
Objection! Most people suggest playing it between case 2 and case 3 since that's when it happens chronologically. So the next case. Okay, between case... Okay, so after the next case. Gotcha, gotcha. Henry has said so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby.
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of this case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to mingle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tornade could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible, the transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Interesting, interesting. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than a conjecture. The case Tornade and Detective Arm transported the bomb in. Tornade has the key. L10015R. You have no proof that it was Mr. Wismuth who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah, that tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decisive seconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand... But yeah, the big thing that gets ignored from AF4 is the jury system, which is gone. Yeah, I thought about it for, you know, like... all that build-up... like, it's gone. All the build-up, you know, for jury system. You know, Phoenix, you know, being the one who, you know, kinda... is is part of it. Huge part of it. Gone. I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Anger level 1? Don't worry, how many levels are there? I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. Because having case end with the, well, it's pretty obvious you did it, but we don't have the decisive evidence. Oh, well, jury time would be super late. Well, you have a point. It's jury time. Juries, what do you guys think? Do you guys think is he or she guilty or not? Guilty! The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. Before I do, there's just one more thing, Mr. Wright, is it? No, I don't like Mr. Phoenix cleaned himself up now. No more, hobo looking. Me, yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. This guy is hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to a lobby and bring back the defendant. Junie. Hi, Tina. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Tina. And I'll do my best, too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. Oh. What's this? I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor is scary.
Objection!
Objection! What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to a lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Mr. Wright? Can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? You can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me. Just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared. Looks like Athena's picking out something up with her heightened sense of hearing. What? She got a superpower too? Some kind of superpower like Apollo Justice? Okay. And it sounds like this time... I don't like Athena so far. I think she's cool. Though I can't say much about her skills. But... I have a feeling she's just an assistant, right? She's just an assistant. Unless she becomes... We get to play as her as a lawyer too. Like Apollo. But so, like we did get to play her at first. I thought she was gonna be the lawyer. We get to play, as a lawyer as her. But looks like she's like an assistant type of character. But I like the... What's that thing called again? I forgot the name. Oh my god. What did she call again? That machine? That necklace machine? I like that one. Widget? Yeah, Widget, man. Widget. I like Widget. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Woods' heart. Don't deny it, you stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant. Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more a gentleman in this world than I. Ugh, as if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Tina! How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. Damn, roasting him. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... Gonta channel. Gonta, Mr. Payne. That will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Okay, testimony time. When the bomb went off, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. Rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. That's it? June is clearly in pain and being forced to record the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Okay. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart. Yes, and they sound incredibly strange. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. Okay, in essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. I don't know how to spell it. Let's do this. Widget. Okay, this VR stuff, man. What? Or not VR, more like sometimes so holographic. So your holographic thing, Gamma Bob, can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and image that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony. Enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. Okay. What's this? These mood markers here reflect in fluctuations in Junie's emotion. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. Okay, when she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. So with your special ability and Witch's Mood Matrix program, you can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level 100. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the Mood Matrix. So yeah, Mood Matrix is this game's gimmick. Personally, you enjoy it? Okay. Let's see how this is, or what, you know. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If you can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. Okay, how do I do this? That day, cough. I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. Okay, there's a surprise. Couple of rubble start falling. There's a happy. Wait, why is she happy? How do I choose? Do I have to click on it? No? I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. Why is she happy there when the, you know? And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the account of her testimony. What? Already? Look at this. When she said it fell on top of me, the happy mark is reacting. Is she sadistic? Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. You find an unexpected emotion. Okay. Touch pinpoint. Okay. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers. Got it! Richard is registering joy when Miss Woods is records the raw ball falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great, let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then... some savior? Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo, my man! Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Tina. That's only 50%. Hello? Looks like we were able to throw out some new testimony. Hehe, pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? If an unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint. Easy peasy. That's right. And then you select the unexpected emotion from the mood markers. If you can find the reason for the discord in her art, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. Info update. I tried to ramp. Okay. Apollo! There's a sadness now. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad? The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too. Oh, I think it's probably because of bomb wrapped Wright. What? Bomb wrapped Wrighty? Bomb wrapped Wrighty? Well, what do you know? Something new. That's right. I brought my stuffed animal Bomb wrapped Wrighty to watch the trial with me. Bomb wrapped Wrighty and Phony Fanty are brothers. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I had Bomb wrapped Wrighty with me while I was watching the trial. It wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I lost him as I was running away. My poor Wrighty, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. Oh, it's for the camp. Hey, it has the same tail. It has the same tail as this one. Haha. Okay. So that's why it has the defendant's fingerprints. Okay, I see. Pony Fanty and Bomb Rap Rhiny, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. So I guess that means we managed to throw out all her testimony. That's right, I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So do you think her new testimony will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bomb Rap Riley was in that courtroom when that bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Okay. At the right statement. I was watching from gallery with Bomb Rap Riley. I tried to run but I was too slow. Before I could get out the courtroom, the bomb went off. I also started tripped and Rap was started. Full item was done for, but then Apollo came and rescued me. At the right time, huh? Too slow. They present here?
Objection!
Miss Woods, I know this trial had been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent. Mr. Wright, what assertion are you taking now? My one assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail of the defendant fingerprints were found out wasn't that of Pony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion. Bomb Rap Riley, new music. New song, alright. It's a new song. Kajam.
Objection!
What nonsense is that? I can see they are both stuffed animals, yes, but they are completely different characters. An elephant and rhino? They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor. Ooh, the music, yeah. But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They are both gray, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Oh! Order in the court! As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bomb Rap Riley. Jam! We can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled that bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused are unsubstantiated. Would you agree, Mr. Payne? Yes, of course, Your Honor. Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for the day to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. I like how the graphics, everything, is a lot, is a lot better than Apollo now. I guess Apollo was technically released on Nintendo DS though, right? That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment. True to form, gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you are doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Tina. Really? Thanks. To be honest, was I any help at all? Of course! Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Hydrato! Analytical psychology. The ability to oversolve the riddles of a person's heart. I dig it though. The mood matrix, I dig it. I think its true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assume he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about bomb up Riney. I told him I trapped Riney in the courtroom and as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then, Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look at together. Huh? I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you were looking for Riney together before you were called back in the courtroom number 5? Yes. I had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence. Anyway, we'd better go and get him. Good idea. I can't speed this up the text, man. I can't speed it up. There's no settings. Oh, anime!
Where are you, Apollo?
Man,
Trial's over for today.
this is so cool, man.
Come on, I know you're...
No. Is he dead? No! 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 What? There's no way he's dead. What? You can't kill Apollo? Or can they? To be continued? Wait. Are you kidding me? Wait. You can't kill Apollo Justice. Hello? Not like this. You cannot do this to me, man. Oi. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. Please be okay. Please be alive. But given how things ended yesterday. Good morning. Man, she screamed, right? Well, the mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Is he okay or not? Oh, hey. Did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? The paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it, then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. Big news, Morgans! Big news, Morgans? It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? Did you read the new... Oh, I forgot to read the new One Piece. Man. I forgot it. I forgot. Oh, I haven't read it yet. I forgot completely. Oh my. You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice? Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. And it's all my fault. Wait, he's not dead, right? Tina! Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. What did we find yesterday? Was that Apollo's dead body? Then see? Don't scare me like that, man. Don't scare me like that. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. Who did it? We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's going to pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Imagine if they actually did it, though. Man. I bet they would get a lot of hate. Probably hate, though. A lot of hate for, you know... Imagine killing a Apollo who have been done so dirty. Yeah, they gave him his own mainline game again. Technically, it is his own game, and then they suddenly kill him in the next game. Here's Miss Woods to run right, Tina. He better gets the spotlight in his own game, and then he gets killed. Wow, that would have been a big ass mistake if they did it, man. If they have done it. Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there. So is it the what do you know about Apollo after this game? Yeah, true. All we know is he and Juicy are siblings. He's got a bracelet which can tell a lie when somebody's very nervous. Other than that, and he's a lawyer, and poor Junie. Like, do you know why he became a lawyer? That's the big one, in your opinion? Yeah. No idea. Maybe he got inspiration from from something. I don't fucking know why he became a freaking lawyer. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked. He just became a lawyer. It's because he was helping her look for something in that corral room. Oh, I guess I can see why she think that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who've studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they have learned how to control their own emotions too. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 who assaulted him. The doctors say it was probably due to that hit he took to the head. Oh no! Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that? I know how that feels. Deja vu, man! Deja vu! And then the phone, right? Felix got the phone thingy. I kind of remember some bits of it. But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Tina. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Memory serves when I have more than 6 pieces of evidence. I should be able to switch pages with... Yeah. You're to Mr. Wright. I'm ready whenever you are. Nothing else. We already have checked everything. Alright. Let's get ready to rumble. You bet. With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right, for Miss Woods' sake, and Apollo's too. Apollo. December 18th, 9:50 AM. Court is now in session. All rise. Court will now reconvene for the third trial of Juniper Woods. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now, then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question? I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor. I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed. I apologize, Your Honor. Aha! Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial. A separate matter, will you say? And what might that be? I assume you are aware of that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4. Oh no! Technically, Miss Woods was with him though, right? He's gonna use that. Why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been for Mr. Justice. At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. Yep. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods. He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he? The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice assault. Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial. But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4. This is the location in courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found. Okay. The diagram of the courtroom as it was when Apollo was discovered. After the assault. Okay. The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice? Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator of the bombing. You mean he found some incriminating evidence? Precisely, and so I surmised that the defendant picked up on a piece of rubber and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him.
Objection!
She would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that. Miss Syke, please control your outbursts. It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself. Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. What? Or are you listening to Mr. 2P over there? 2P? Although considering our conversation yesterday, might have figured something out. Yeah. It's pronounced indict. The C is silent. Oh, indict. Maybe the two incidents really are related after all? I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself. Very well, bailiff. Please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand. Again, here we go. Oh no, oh no. I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop. She's in it. Man, I don't know. Miss Woods? Yeah, she's still really upset about Apollo. Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not? Yes, I did. Good. If you would, then please testify about what happened to the court. Okay. Along with Apollo, during the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell? What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature. He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out. But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins? I think Apollo might have figured something out. Something? What kind of something? Something to do with the courtroom bombing kind of something, I think. Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed. I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Objection!
Just as I thought, there is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor. What lie is that? When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. No! I never...
Objection!
Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins. Oh! Oh, come on, Woods. What on earth? No, wait, no! Did he know? Okay, if I, it could be Moods. Switch that, Moods. Wait, what was her name? Candy's Arm. Oh, yeah, it's not her. Gaspin. Ted to Nate. I would write Woods. Do you see it? There in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us. It's written in blood. W-O-O-D-S. Why? Isn't that... That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters. What? I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted. Oh my god. No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name? Why indeed? Why indeed? Anything else? Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this? Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered the Apollo yesterday, was there a plot there? No. We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, they were there in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination? Not sure I've been impressed.
Hold it!
Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins? We went to look for my medicine. Medicine? To stop my coughing. Your medicine? That's new. Why would your medicine be in the courtroom number 4? I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bomb Rap Riney, he was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see. The phony Vanty has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted. I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bomb Rap Riney. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all of his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest. The way she makes faith. In Sam, you think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, they added Woods there now. There's no rubble or anything in the front of the witness stand. Wait. Am I tripping? Oh, wait. So that's why you went to a ruins? I see. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Miss Woods. Okay, so this might be the one. Okay, let me try. Let's save it. No rubble, you say. I could be wrong.
Objection!
There we go, baby. So he started his search with the witness stand, you say. That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong. But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that. But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he really is brave and kind too. No, that's not the part I'm finding a fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Wright. True, anyone can be brave and kind, but if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand? Oh, I see your point. The rubble blocks off the access to the area around the witness stand. Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it. Ugh, great, now I'm not so sure it matters. A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehill, as you know. But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best. I call slander you under! So, was it really possible to approach the witness stand? I have to say it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene? Let me see, Your Honor. Ah, yes. I have one more. Hey, that's this one, the bomb transport case. Okay. Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay. What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case? That's right. Is there some problem? Let me see the picture again, though. Okay. Okay. Ah, yes, that transport case was there in the courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. Must have been there ever since. Oh, that's it! Miss Woods, have you remembered something? Yes, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before. Its position? The position of what? The position of that big metal thing. The bomb transport case? Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand. I see. So where was this transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it? As I recall, I think it was more to the right. To the right? Then that means... in that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack. Oh wait, if it's to the right... who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It does make a difference. The woods then, it wouldn't be seen, right? Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it is so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear. What? Oh yeah, this music, man. Din 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 din. Din 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 din. Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. This is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. Alright, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack. Hocha! Your Honor, I said that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's... inconceivable! Miss Hoods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it? Yes. Yes, that's where it was. Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted on an interesting fact about this position. The transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. The transport case was in that position at the time of the assault. And no message could have been written in there, because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Objection!
Why should we believe that the defendants claimed that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone. What? And where is this proof you're talking about? It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. Wait, is it? Ah, I see. The tracks, man, the trails. But in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault. Do I point their rails?
Take that!
Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandage here. I see it, but what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Wood said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood. No! You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off. Yup, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. Oh, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that. I like how Phoenix, personality is back to his, in the older games. Like in Apollo 4, he was super mature, super mature and, But this Phoenix, it's completely different Phoenix. Boss, I'm sensing a definitive smug and bracky vibe coming off of you. I have just one question, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did? Huh? What? Oh. Well, it looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station. Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it? Ah, this feeling, it brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin? Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit conman. You made your argument with such a confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't ask Kachan either, imposter. What now, boss? I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I have to make my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? Well, it's the culprit, Allah. No, not really. Someone else has to be it, right? If it wasn't Apollo who could have left the bloody message. I mean, I don't think it's detonate though. Could have been her. One way to find out!
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene. A person who shed blood? You don't mean... Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candy's arm who left behind this message in blood. What? What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really.
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people up, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message. Uh-oh. Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear that there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case. But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two of whatsoever. They had never even met each other. That's very true. Well then, let's see. Maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning? Not what it appears to be. Okay, she's dead, right? And if it's not her... Detonate. Detonate. Could be... Is it him? Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Then what? Huh? Coming from you? That's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning? Woods? Woods? Yes, Your Honor? For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
Objection!
Woods. So it reads Woods though, right? What? It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see. S. Suits? No, it can't be. Deuce? Des? Deuce? I don't know. What else can it be? What other meaning could it possibly have?
Objection!
But Candy's arm was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example. I didn't think of that. Wait. Heh, heh. You may have tricked his honor, but you never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends. As you may have already guessed, there is no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright. Is that a fact? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes. Enough of this! I was quite taken with the extension's new theory. But if they can't substantiate with anything, then I must end things here. No, please wait, Your Honor! Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing? I don't fucking know! L. There's two zero or O's, right? Woods at 2 right? Right? So it's... Oh! And there's a... The S could be a 5, right? And there's a 5 right there. Right? Yeah. Well, I believe it's... And no stalling. If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over. I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe. I might be right. Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code. Alright, okay. I got it. I think I know it. Think, Felix, you can do this? Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word roots really mean? Let's hope for the best. I think it's this one, man. The S, man, could be a number 5. Very clever. The bomb transport case? I have about it had it up here with your shenanigans. Shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L115R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar? L100. What does that have to do with anything? What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at the hand? Now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. Oh, I think I see it. That occur. That's one on my side. Oh, the D. If you remove the, the D, not the D, but leave one, and oh, it's L together. L and 100. Okay. Oh my God. Now I get it. Now I get it. It's L100. It literally reached L100 right there. Bruh. Why? Wow. Wow, man. It literally it's L100 right there. L100. Wow. Somebody added the D, the D little bit this, It says woods. Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character is in a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros. Oh my goodness. The true meaning behind the bloody writing is in Miss Wood's name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Objection!
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number of that case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number of the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase 2 lines. Please erase the third and downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. Yep, I was right, man! Well, would you look at that? Leo, come on, Judge. Really now? Really now? No, Your Honor, it's easily meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take away the final R, it's the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
Objection!
Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can't change anything to anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as a Mr. Wright? Well, would you, Mr. Wright? Spelling right? Spelling's right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I have drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. What? The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. You're right, boss? Then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us? The real culprit, obviously. Good question. What does this number ever represent? Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Ted, man. I knew, man. Candy's Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose. No. Tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Man, this is why you can never trust any Teds. Fuck Teds, man. Fuck Teds! Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name. The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than Ted fucking Pharaoh!
Take that!
The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tunay on the charge of the courtroom bombing. Ted Tunay? Apparently disabling bombs is Mr. Tunay's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tunay's own ID numbers to finger him for the crime.
Objection!
Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name? She's got a good point there. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? That only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tunay's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other. Maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tunate's ID number.
Objection!
Nah, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. Detective Arm had left the message. It should have been found at that time.
Objection!
Naturally, Mr. Tunate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so. What? Mr. Tunate was able to cover the message up because he is the first to find the body. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tunate himself. He's the first person on the scene after the explosion and went there to ensure safety, but ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tunate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. Those letters lived on to serve another function. When Mr. Tunate used them in another incident. Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice. Exactly. Mr. Tunate hit up upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes, so he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it, by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tunate! Gah! Order in the court? It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tunate take the witness stand. Yes, Your Honor. That's great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best. Which is flying by the seat of my pants. Oh, I'm dropping frames! Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Easy peasy. I finally draw Mr. Tunate back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, goggle man. Now watch me take your lies apart. Now watch me take your lies apart, mate. Mr. Tunate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tunate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb's transport case. Such a far-fetched theory, no better than a tangled ball of wires. I have them untangled for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see it 2 times. But then, let me ask you. Times 2? Do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message? That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote that message is to analyze DNA. Your Honor, and I request that the DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message. Very well. Bailey, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team. Yes, Your Honor. It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness. I would like to nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense theory is. This guy. After the explosion, huh? I remember I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there's no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her DLC on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely, it is as plain as day that she could not have written it. It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Okay, let's see here. I see. Okay. Alright then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? Infallible? I mean, I was the first one at the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there's no way Detective Armcroft written it. She had struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. Wait, trauma to back.
Objection!
You're a triple lie, Mr. Tonight. Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now, take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. Alright, let me have a bathroom break first. I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location, most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Very good timing. Let's take a look. According to the report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense's claim, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all. Yes, you did it. You were right, boss. The analysis definitely proves the blood of the writing to be that of the victim, Candy's Arm, age 27. However, the lines that were added later were found to be written in the blood of Apollo Justice, age 23. Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. Mr. Sonate, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. At this point, the jury system... Guilty! For sure! The truest system, please. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then why are you so calm? This time I will tell the truth. Oh my god, you will tell the truth, eh? It's true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote, I was shocked. She really? Wait, okay, I can't tell, man. The last part you can't even see, man. I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm just must have mistaken me for the real bomber. I wanted to be accused, I moved the body and covered them writing. My bad. I see, so it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm. Oh well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute. That in and of itself is a criminal act. Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. Very well then, you are cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Okay, where is it?
Objection!
What a liar. I just want to make a doubtly sure that the L115R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it is very clearly said L115R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you blabbling about now? Isn't you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say L115R? Oh! Something is missing, isn't it? And that is something is the final R. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonight? Oh, alright, now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad. Come back? My beautiful contradiction. My right. Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. He does look pretty flustered. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonight really see it? He thought he actually saw it? Maybe Mr. Tonight really did see the R. But there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe that's it. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel? I got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger? Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tonight really did see the letter R. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonight actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tonight could have seen the R? Isn't that one?
Take that!
Please look here to the right of the 5. You see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. That's the R that Mr. Tonight saw.
Objection!
It's true that the witness wears some very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Tonight saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a hole and a complete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh well, that explains it. Huh? Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Hydrate! Marcel, hydrate! Yep, because that is the way it really went down. Tell me when the R was written. Turns out everything about this case around. How are you though, Marcel? How are you? Before the explosion. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that. We can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous. That were the true, it overturns your own premise. That's right. It does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Order in the court. What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. Subsequently? That way it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast. What? It sounds like we've had a better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial? Let's see. According to the police report. Oh, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was Ted Wait, what? No one beside Mr. Trinate saw the victim? That appears to be the case, Your Honor. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Trinate's word from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my. Mr. Trinate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Trinate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Trinate, your testimony, please. My testimony? There is no need for... He's completely unnerved. Mr. Wright, you must have hit the nail on the head. Because all I did was transport the bomb to the good room. Hurry, so told you. Why don't you blast this thing? I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone or together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you suddenly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
See, do you always leave yourself so open to attack Mr. Wright? What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Trinate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Trinate had the chance without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime. Well, Mr. Trinate? Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I could possibly have killed Detective Arm. Did he really have nothing he could have used as a murder weapon? What is it, Aethina? Just looking over at the victim's autopsy report, I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction. It does say that she died from a trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be a murder weapon. Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm? I believe I can. Believe being the key word here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Trinate have that could have been used as the murder weapon? Something that is flat. I mean... Isn't the bomb he's holding...
Take that!
Mr. Trinate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon, but in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? That thing is holding right there, man! What the devil are you talking about? You had this. That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candy's arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Please recall the description of the detective's arm's head wound. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a blunt object. We assume this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. He's gone crazy. What's with him? Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? He's right. I don't have anything decisive. Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be a decisive proof. But too bad, the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom! Game over, yeah! Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo? There's a crack though, right? There's a crack right there. I don't see any blood on or anything. There's a crack. Oh, wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made a contact with Detective Arm's head. That's definitely a distinct possibility. Unless we find a trackman with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. I guess you are right. By setting off the bomb, Donate managed to obliterate all traces of this murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Detonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started, then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. Which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I know have just the thing. I do? Is there anything? Very good question. Height. Wait, I haven't test it out. Your Honor, there's something we have all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Today would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right, and if we can figure out where that hiding place was, exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. I mean, the only way so what Mr. Today have hidden the body during the trial is, I think,
Take that!
speaking of, right? Wait, a box big enough for a body, a box that was in the courtroom the whole time, a box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Today? What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No, you are the one who's going to show it to me. Come again? You heard me now. Show me what's inside that bomb transport case. What? What? No, there's no need. I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the court after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. The answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. Oh, no, that's completely false. If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. Jam jam, baby! So let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Hold it. Who hold it? Let's not. Let's not. Not if you value your life. So it is him. What's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, this HH3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tunate, are you threatening me? I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tunate, didn't you say that it's just a training model, a fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the Triple H 3000. But the Triple H 3000 was used to blow courtroom number 4, wasn't it? Rob, how do you know it was the real Triple H? Fuck it! That blew up courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one. One that I made. What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the Triple H 3000 out of the stuff. I mean Triple H, Double H. of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed the courtroom number 4. Mr. Tunate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? HH3000. It is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. So I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there? I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check. So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out? No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it. Because I had a real bomb with him this whole time. You better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Is it a debate or a real one? It's the real question now. Order in the court. I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run! All them of you 4 are still here? Well, aren't you brave? It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne. That is... And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really the HH3000? Double H3000. Stand my fucking ground! If we die, we die! I can run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH3000 naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, the bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Very well. But did we actually let him go?
Hold it!
Hold it! You're not going anywhere, detonate! Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? More of your famous bluffing, even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Wright, none of you bluffing now, not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tunate's bomb is not the real HH3000. Really? I'll do it then, immediately. Where's the proof that Mr. Tunate is holding it is not the real double... the crack, probably?
Take that!
The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tunate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH3000. Mr. Tunate was clearly lying when he said he'd switch out the bomb in the stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb, transport the case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No, stop! Well. What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonight. I'm confident DNA analysis on this blood stain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Tonight? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This double H3000 is about to explode. Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonight. I already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real. This bomb is the real thing. I tell you. It's real. Mad Bomber Party of One. There's no time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle. Okay, dude. I'm not gonna make it. Stop! What the? Head spot? Heart rate? Boom! Made it! Nice eyes. And bye-bye. Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have any time to clean it up. And now all this? I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to the courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb, the transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why? Destinies, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault of Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined or at a later trial. What? Later trial? Clearly, death sentence. Now that I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery, one person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Wood's verdict. Not guilty. Woohoo! Clap, clap, clap. Court is adjourned. You read, boss? Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once, and it was amazing. Just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Tina, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. And now you can go back home to your forest in peace. I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime. That would be nice. Thank you for that invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? That's no forest, that's a mountain. But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery was we never got around to solving. Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Is this the unsolved mystery you were talking about? What? You get to use this, right?
Take that!
Remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Teenage just got rid of it somewhere. Yeah, it is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved though. Let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. Guess you were right? Hey, I know, Junie. Shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay. Huh? Your grandmother? No, silly, to Apollo! Oh, right. Well, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Okay. And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. Horizon! There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can solve. When our powers combine, we are an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believe. Oh no! What do you mean that's what you believed? What? What do you mean? But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. Apollo? It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. Oh! Well, write anything agency.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
What? Apollo? Apollo?
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
I mean, he's just taking his, taking an absence of leave. He's coming back. What happened to you, Apollo? My man hit puberty. Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. What is that jacket, though? Whose jacket is it? And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature? Okay. The end. We did it. First episode done. The monstrous turnabout. Save the game. So I can always continue for the next one. Apollo. Hey, look at that. The show. Okay, pretty nice. Pretty nice. But yeah, that'll be all for today, guys. I am done for today. Episode 1 done. Tomorrow, we shall head on for the episode 2, the monstrous turnabout. I wish you all a happy Saturday. Happy weekend, though. Catch you all around. See you, Spirit. Bye-bye, everyone.